Are we live?
Yes, we were
Yeah,
live
we're
a little
live.
while ago. We were in the waiting room, so nobody could hear or see anything. So yeah, it's a new
Okay, so
thing I've
they
been
can they
doing
hear
is
us?
having a waiting room, and then once everybody is ready, we just kind of go live. And hey, Fitz, how you doing?
Okay.
Yeah, so this is the villains one. If you guys aren't caught up yet, all the videos are on Purgatory Corner at the moment, but you can look at almost all of them on Tables of Taurus. We shall be
They're
posting that
slowly
very soon.
getting up. They're slowly getting up.
Very
Ah!
slow, but soon. If you guys look at the top left screen, you'll be able to see all of our icons as we talk. They'll actually light up, which is a super neat feature. It's actually a VTuber feature, but we are better. So, boosh, we have one. Um,
We're not VTubers, but I would love to have that fucking picture be me.
Dude, that would be cool. I would love to have kind of these pictures. I would love to dress up as these things eventually.
I'm
But,
gonna dress up as
Exactly.
the talk. Come on.
dude, that'd be freaking awesome. So we don't have Moochie here today, nor do we have Malachi. Moochie is sleeping because we have a meeting later today, and Malachi has home stuff, family stuff that he has to deal with. So it's just us for today. To recap for everyone who has missed, and for all of us, because it's been like 4 months since the last time we were here. Um, Basically, what you guys did last time is let me move over the maps real quick to this street. Uh, Big boy here, Torque. Sorry, I forgot your name for a second here. Torque was having a sleepover with Porcupine Boy. By sleepover, I mean they actually slept. There was no hijinks, no weirdness. They showed each other their bombs, but mostly sleep.
It was
And
a
also his sister was
glorious
there.
day.
Yeah, his sister was also there. And then on the other flip side, we had John, Rogue, and Roasted over here. We have removed John and we have removed Vixen so far from this series for various reasons on both ends. Oh, apparently Vixie left the Discord channel too of my hero. So
Yeah.
that's a thing. But yeah, so we have removed both them for various reasons. As you can see, we also have Kane here, but he is not actually at his computer, and nor can he really see anything going on. He just kind of left it on, which is why that's there. But in the last episode, Porcupine Boy and Zero met each other, had some fun time showing each other some bombs, some explosives, some meeting his sister. And in terms of the UA here, to the best of my knowledge, Roasted and Rogue met a couple of the students, especially the three students, which I will pop up here in 2 seconds. I can't get rid of this thing on. Oh, there we go.
Oh yes, my babies. I need to learn their names again.
Oh yeah, same here.
Yeah,
I
I have my
three students right here. Hon Kutsu Ko Katsuzui. I don't know how to say his name. Means bone something. Unpa and Sai. In that order. Okay, those
We
are
were
three there.
infiltrating.
What?
Me and Rogue were infiltrating.
Yep. You
We
were
were.
as a psychologist, and Rogue was, I believe, an assistant, if I remember correctly. And then John
I believe so.
was. Yeah, and then John was a security guy in here who was helping everything. The reason why John's character isn't in here at the moment is because he got word of something happening in town, more or less about his family, so he went to go check up on them very suddenly. But he did give you guys the ability to sneak into UA at nighttime, because essentially he switched up their camera systems, allowing you to effectively, with a press of a button, to change the cameras ever so slightly to make it so you gain entrance into there. Your original mission
Ah,
was to
that
go
that would
in,
be useful.
attempt to sneak around. Hopefully, there's no students there, although a couple of them have spent time living at UA, more or less. They don't have official living quarters as of yet, though there are rumors that they are planning on making some, but some students still sleep inside of UA either because they don't have somewhere to go or because they find it safer or more relaxing to be in there. But yeah, it is nighttime. You guys have entrance into UA. Infiltration is what you're supposed to be doing in order to get what's the word? In order to get information about the different students in this place, to find out if there are any students that would need to be taken, and for their quirks specifically, and then to take those reports back in order to give them to your higher ups so they can do an infiltration mission and actually successfully take them.
Oh, I am infiltrating something.
Oh God.
Doing your goddamn jokes.
You hurt me. Jesus. Okay. Oh, and I think I have too many people in these villains group. Nope, I only have four. Okay,
Past
cool.
me. Why did you do that?
Because you wanted to hurt someone. That's
How much did it show explosions? They showed me something else.
showed you many explosions. Okay. But yeah, so you guys, it is currently nighttime. Lunch rush is over. You guys have kind of gone out of the area. You guys are practically outside the gates. Almost all the students have gone. To the best of your knowledge, a lot of teachers are still in there because obviously a lot of them don't tend to leave. Security systems are all up. You guys are pretty much just standing more or less at the back here. What would you guys like to do? You and Rogue. Roasted.
Eat pancakes. Just kidding.
Mm-hmm.
So wait, where are we?
You guys are pretty much just outside of UA, maintaining your cover as kind of psychologist, doing all that fun stuff. It is nighttime. Almost all the students have left at this point. You're fairly certain at least some of the teachers are in there, and possibly some of the students are in there as well, but you have no confirmed note to survive them. And you have the ability to more or less scramble their security at the moment to head inside.
So are you ready for this?
Yeah, I mean, that's kind of what I've been waiting for the last couple hours. So, shall we?
Patience comes to those who wait.
True. But whoever said patience wasn't boring? They have not waited long enough.
All right, let's get this started.
Mhm.
He just takes off the coat and he automatically switches to his outfit.
Alright. So you guys start walking into the area, I assume more or less sneaky wise.
Yes.
Real quick, both of you roll sense as you guys start walking through the doors. Obviously using the code hack basically to get inside. Oof.
Let me see.
And now, okay, then.
First bad roll of the day. All right, 20. So as you guys are walking through, Rogue's his eyesight isn't the best at the moment, but Brad is able to look around and he is able to see a few things as they're walking in. You guys more or less be able to evade a couple of the students for the most part, and some of the teachers, although staying in there for a long period of time would be a rather bad plan. I assume at least one of you guys has some kind of map of the inside of UA on you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So as you guys are wandering through the area, you attempt to get into more or less the archives as it is. Let me roll a d20, boys and girls. Alright, cool. Got a 10. So you guys are able to get in there fairly easily. The door is locked, but it's very easy for you guys to pick it. It's a UA door. It's not going to have high security for the doors. But so you guys walk in there. There's a terminal. You're pretty sure this is like one of the bigger offices of kind of the higher ups. There's a couple terminals for the most part. There's a couple locked laptops that are in there. This might also be the computer room of the school, but you're not entirely sure. It is on the third floor, though.
We need to make sure nothing back traces.
Yeah. That would probably be a good idea, because whether we like it or not, I'm not sure about you, but I'm pretty sure that I don't want my identity to be known.
They won't know about me, really. It's better that way.
If you say so. I mean, we all have something we don't want want known to the world.
Alright.
Anyways, let's see what we can find, shall we?
So let's begin. We got a time frame about a few minutes. You get this done quick.
Let's
Okay.
see.
Good thing I brought my laptop with me, so
That is a
it
good...
should be.
Yeah, so you have Rogue skill set, you have some Master Forgery, you do have Without Trace, not sure what that does exactly at the moment. They do have... Oh, you do have Educate too, so you probably are very good at writing through a bunch of crap. So...
Yeah, I was good at with subtlety and subterfuge.
Alright, so you guys start kind of trying to crack through the areas. Let me see how difficult it will be for you folks. Oof, a little bit more difficult than normal because you are attempting to crack into the teachers' compeers. Yes, both you roll me a. Let's go with sense again. That tends to be our RP kind of roll here. Oh my god!
Oh, let me roll for God's sake.
Off to a good start, I have to
Yeah,
say.
you attempt to start tinkering with your stuff, but unlike your computer, this has some fancy hardware inside of it. Because you decide to pick the one that Mr. All Might himself uses when he comes to school. All you get on the screen is his face staring at you, and it's extremely unnerving.
I really hope I can get chalk this man just very soon. That's just who is that?
We have no chance of taking on All Might.
True. I mean, but then again, my chaotic lightning has surprised me before, and
The only one who I could ever find use for anyone besides my ability would not be very useful unless I could piss someone off.
well, if you can, try piss off All Might. That might be a good
Only
golden
situation ever calls for it, but we're not here to fight for now.
True, we're here to gain information, and hopefully that information will help us in the
Be a hacker. I may not be good with computers, but I know my way around some systems.
You start kind of
Okay.
walking through the stuff for the most part. And what you do learn is that the student files are heavily protected. However, there are paper copies in a different room, which are less protected because they're paper, but they are still heavily protected. Probably a little bit easier to sneak into, however, than a computer. So... You either keep trying to hack away at the computer, or y'all can go over to the paper selection.
How about this? If you want to keep hacking this, you can. I could go over to the file room and get what I need from there.
Yeah, sounds good. I mean, might want to divide and conquer since we do have a time limit here.
Very well. Just make sure you don't get your ass. Just make sure you don't get your ass caught. The last thing I need to do is break in and start disguising myself as a security guard.
Oh, don't worry, my friend. I never get caught, or I have not gotten caught. I have killed a couple people though, so yeah.
As you guys
is.
are pretty much tinkering away at stuff, you start walking off to the paper room.
Yep, paper room.
Okay. Roll me a sense real quick.
Another one?
Yeah. Oof. All right. Meet and beat. All right. So as you're walking through walking to the other room, you do get a nagging feeling in the back of your head, but you can't tell quite what it is. It's just starting to bother you slightly. Namely, the fact that the school is very quiet at the moment, and even at nighttime, it gives you an odd sense of foreboding, basically.
He's gonna keep eyes in the back of his head, says he doesn't know.
As you keep walking, you eventually do get to a sealed room, which is labeled Archives. For someone who can turn into mist, however, it's not that difficult to get into. However, you are fairly certain there will be some kind of traps in there, so it might be a little bit difficult for you. Roll me a dex real quick. Let's see whether or not you accidentally... You do not manage to trip any wires or anything. There's a lot of traps inside of there. You are fairly certain that no one ever really goes inside of there except for very specific personnel. The cracks in the doors are easy enough to get through, although a little bit irritating for you to pass through. And you eventually do manage to land into the area. Rogue, roll me a sense again real quick, because you are still tinkering with the laptop. Ooh, very nice, very nice. Alright, so
not bad.
you guys eventually start getting your way through the thing. You have a very difficult time getting through All Mike's, internal security and things like that. You're fairly certain you messed up somewhere, but you're not really sure where you messed up, or if you even did. You're probably just playing tricks on your mind. And you... Roasted, you're currently walking through the area. You do find a couple of pages, more or less, about the students themselves. It is a very neat archive. Whoever did the archival studies in this was very neat about it. So you're able to fairly quickly find some of the information based on the children that are at this school at the moment. Nothing on the teachers, though. It seems like the teachers need to be remain in confidence, as it were. But you do find quite a bit of info on the children.
Yep, he makes sure to keep notice of it. He takes a few files, but he also wants to he folds them up into a nice stack and puts them inside of his suit.
Nice. All right. With that, your job is fairly close to complete. You do, at the moment, though, hear something. Rogue, are you keeping track of your surroundings, or are you getting infuriated with the laptop, as it were?
I like to say I'm paying attention to my surroundings, but that slowly is succumbing to me getting frustrated with All Might and his whatever he's done with his computer.
Man, that computer is practically shouting at you at the moment. But
there better be some valuable info on this computer. I swear, if it's just a rickroll or something.
You do hear something behind you, though. Roll dex.
Dex.
Ooh. Jesus Christ! All right, I'm not even gonna roll for the attack. Actually, I will roll. +7 to that. Jesus Christ, this guy, there's no way he's gonna beat that. Jesus Christ. Okay, so as you're doing it, you hear the slightest noise behind you of air whistling around something, and your entire body immediately jerks to the side before basically a thing of bone slams into the desk next to you. Fairly certain it was supposed to go through your arm, probably to immobilize you, but instead it goes through the desk, as you see a student from earlier, the Hone guy. Fairly certain the bone is coming out from his wrist, and it's quite disturbing and also looks extremely painful, but it slowly starts to come back into his wrist with the sound of crunching, grinding, and pretty much this disintegrating bone as it slides back into his wrist and he pops it. Oh, he dodged.
Yeah. Huh. Surprised I dodged.
Most people are not very focused on that when they see that face. He gestures to All Might. And you are a trespasser.
How do you know I'm trespassing?
Well, you were you by your statement were an assistant to your psychologist friend from earlier, and now you're after school hours inside of All Might's office, looking at his computer, playing with it, with no other students around, and doesn't even appear like your boss is around at the moment, if he is in fact your boss.
Oh, my boss, I keep losing track of him, but I'll be honest, Eh. What are you doing here?
I sleep here. Also, you tripped off a alarm earlier.
Wait, why did I trip an alarm?
You look back at the laptop and you realize that with that roll of 6 on the sense, you managed to attempt to get when you were attempting to get through one of the firewalls. It did in fact pull off a silent alarm inside the entire building to nearly every computer. You did not notice at the time that the 3 computers surrounding you are in fact having a small icon on the bottom right saying "Intruder Alert." All Might's laptop.
Am I almost there?
You are heading back to the hallway, but as you do, you notice 2 other students. The monk from earlier, who appears to be semi-blind, but you're not entirely sure, and the really adorable cat girl mage witch girl, who seems very bubbly and jumpy and tired as hell. Fairly certain you woke her up, and she does not like being woken up.
And they don't notice me, don't they?
You're walking through the area. They saw you as you were walking down the area. That was giving you the nagging feeling, essentially. She put an invisibility cloak on herself as you're walking.
My pleasure.
The cat girl looks at you. You interrupted my catnap. We're gonna beat you to a pulp.
Many of you have tried.
We might not be professional heroes yet, but we will make sure that you do not get out of this building okay. We'll make sure you're not okay, she says with a very bright smile. The monk just kind of sighs.
Do I sense anything from them?
The monk is a constant state of absolute peace from what you're getting. The cat girl is entertainment at its finest.
So
She has
there's
no
nothing
negative emotions. She's just really obscenely bubbly.
So I can't pull anything from them yet.
Yeah, not them yet. Although you're fairly certain the cat girl is quick to emotion, but she seems to be almost always bubbly. Not a very good combination for your mentality.
Ugh, this is what I get. Dealing with children. Idiots. Playing heroes all the time.
Cat girl just starts bobbing in place. Yeah.
Idiotic heroes. There's no such thing as a hero. Only idiots who think that everything needs to be justified.
The monk kind of moves his stick over as he kind of moves into a more fighting stance. A hero is one who protects those who cannot protect themselves. That is all.
You were raised in a different childhood than I was.
Everyone's raised a different way. Those who fight for themselves are very different from those who fight for others.
I fight for my own cause, thank you very much. Now, if you don't mind, I really don't have time for this. So I suggest you leave me alone, and I'll be on my way.
Unfortunately, we are unable to do that. Those who intrude into the UA compound must be dealt with. Normally, a higher-up hero would be having battles with you, but unfortunately, none of them are here at this exact time.
Which is a shame. Oh well.
All we have to do is keep you where you are.
You may try, kid, but bigger men than you have tried before.
The cat girl kind of like starts to spin her stick a little bit. Well, you know, we could always have a big fight. It starts to spin a little bit faster. Wind blast! She smacks into you with wind. Roll dexterity real quick.
Okay.
Hey, very nice. Good God, the high rolls. The wind blast kind of rolls over you a little bit as she sighs. Oh, I thought that was gonna work. Oh well. So, they didn't move.
Do I need to?
Well, this hallway is very cramped, so, you know, it's not Just don't do a cool, awesome action move to like shove you into like the other area. She points out the window behind you to the large UA battlefield. You know, that area. But you didn't move.
So we get back to Rogue for now.
Yeah, sure. As Rogue hears a wind blast howling through the hallway, the bone dude kind of looks at you and just kind of sighs a little bit. Okay. How you want to do this, boy? You notice he was considerably younger than you.
You really want to pick a fight with me?
Well, you are an intruder, and it sounds like my teammates have found your other friend. Although they're inside a cramped hallway, so it might not be good for either of you two.
Let me ask you this. How do you know he's my friend?
Oh, I don't. I just assume you two are friends with each other, and therefore, are willing to beat each other to a pulp.
Well, I don't know. I don't know if that's all right, all correct information, but I'm here on my own accord.
Well, should be pretty interesting. There is a battlefield if you want to go to it and get a little bit of a better thing. I would rather not damage anything in this room, thank you. As it turns out, we do have to pay for most of this stuff. You know how it is.
Oh, yes, I do. I'm almost tempted to start fighting right here, because my ability can cause a lot of damage of the electronic kind.
Yeah, I would
But
rather not have that. We kind of need half of this stuff, you know. So if you
yeah,
would be such a kind dear, let's go to you know my teammates and we'll throw you out the window. How's that sound?
as much as I want to really fry this computer that is mocking me with every single second, just
I might
all
test fun
might.
like that.
Anyways, as much as I want to do that, all the information in these computers in this room is still of value. So, yes, but I'd rather not have your friends join you.
Well, whether they join me or not is of no consequence to me. They seem to be having their own accord. However, let me roll. This is gonna be a 1d20 plus 4. Alright, so that's a 14. Roll me a dex real quick.
Dext. Okay.
Your dex is so much higher than all this. And somehow you still manage to win. Okay, so he immediately shunks out a bone blade behind, like at you, which I assume you like lean forwards in order to avoid. However, he wasn't really planning on stabbing you with it, you notice, as he immediately sweeps backwards and with a uncanny strength kind of shoves you in the direction of everyone else, kind of through the wall as you immediately slam into the monk, who kind of just looks at you over his shoulder. Hello.
That's great. Hello there. I'm quite unfortunate I ran into you.
Well,
So,
you know
this
what they
one.
say.
Looks like we
Sure.
both got it.
Yeah, these meddling kids. I swear.
This ain't no episode of Scooby Doo.
Still, they're still.
The mage looks at you. Oh, goody! We're all here together. Hi, guys. How you doing? How you doing? Are we doing good? We doing good. We doing good? No? No, we're not? Okay, well.
How do you deal with this kid?
They kind of, like, both look at you, and they're just like, Once you get stuck with her for about a year, you kind of rubs off on you a little bit.
I can't
She's
imagine.
actually older than probably all 3 of us. Or 4 of us.
That's
Brad puts
rather
his hand
surprising.
on the glass. He's gonna do something crazy.
Oh.
As much as I'd love to play around here, we really don't have time for this. And unfortunately, I'd really hate to make a mess of this building. And I really don't want to do that.
Well, you see, Magic! Nothing happens for a couple seconds. She's just kind of staring at you.
Mad.
Yeah. And the bone guy's like, hold on to your stomachs.
Oh dear. Should I start? I have a feeling that
We
we.
really I assume if we break the glass right now, the alarms are going to sound, right?
Every single one.
More or less.
Mhm.
I assume that.
The monk immediately gets into a different position as he's like, if you do not wish to have extreme turbulence and air sickness, I would suggest you steel yourself for a couple of seconds. You just hear a low tone as she's just staring at you. Hi.
As I.
Hmm?
And I imagine I'm feeling something in the air.
Oh yeah, you're feeling your stomach kind of like twisting slightly as the air starts to spawn slightly. It's very uncomfortable feeling.
Can I hold on to my? I'm gonna hold. I'm
You
gonna hold on to my
you both
stomach.
actually roll endurance me real quick.
Okay,
Alright.
endurance.
It's gonna be
This
really
sounds-
funny
this-
if you both roll natural one. This is gonna be hilarious. Oh,
Do I roll?
goddamn rogue. All right, cool. So,
wow.
as she looks at you, you guys feel that weird turn feeling. You put your hand on the glass as you notice your hand starts to shake slightly. She's like, "I like magic." As you both immediately feel your entire existence is shifting. Oh, let me move. Why do I have
no.
these two over here? I should not
Probably
have these two. Hold on, let me.
We're gonna need a boom boom boy here later.
There we go. Yep. As you feel your entire existence shake and move and whatnot, as you both land in a very dark area inside the fighting arena, as the cat girl, let me roll d20 real quick, leans over and starts throwing up at the same time that Rogue starts to throw up.
I'm glad you're sharing the pain.
Woo! I always forget that hurts so much.
Well, lucky for you, my special powers.
I have no idea
Tend
why
to
you
do the
guys
same
can't
thing to
see
me.
his bar. It confuses me. Everything is lined up for you to be
Yeah,
able to do so.
that's
But
confusing. So.
yeah, it's super weird. But she just starts to throw up on the ground. She's like, "Ooh, ooh, magic spins, ooh, wee."
Dumbass kid.
Ugh.
Well,
Monk
at
sighs
least
as he moves to a ready position. She uses a variety of magic, but her most uncomfortable would be teleportation. She does not use it very often for that reason.
Question. How many times has she hurt you guys?
She's never
Through
hurt
magic.
us with it. It just gives you an incredible feeling of nausea as you're basically moving your entire body from one location to another extremely quickly. It's not quite teleportation, it's more extreme speed. Kind of like if you put yourself on a jet plane and moved yourself from one town to another within a couple of seconds.
Basically, a rocket ride.
Yeah.
She's not even worthy of being a hero at all. She's nothing more than a little kid playing it.
Woo!
Yeah, so it seems.
Woo! Alright, I'm okay, guys. I'm okay. I'm okay.
You.
Woo!
Are you sure?
What about the bone kid? Any emotions from him?
He looks just be kind of the way that the bone kid sound. The only thing you really get from him is a constant seething agony. Essentially, his entire body is almost always in pain, from what it seems like, but he has almost no sign of it on his face. It's kind of like if your body was in pain 24/7, you eventually just stop noticing. So that's pretty much all you're getting from him is, oh look, pain. She's in a stupor at the moment. She's kind of either wavering, or kind of feeling sickish, or just kind of going insane, mostly. You're not entirely sure what's going on with her. She is too rambunctious for you to read properly at the moment. It's kind of weird for you at the moment.
I guess we really have no choice but to do this, and I was hoping to avoid a fight and hopefully not drawing in attention.
Yeah,
A
same
natural
here,
one really screwed you.
It kind of did, but hey, at least we're in an area where we don't have to worry about destroying things we might need later.
That's true. The monk
And,
puts
and
his
he's already
hand on
got
the
this.
staff.
and he's already got his, and he already puts his thing in his coat and anything, so.
So I believe you guys have a sequence roll, if I remember correctly. Not sequence, sorry, initiative roll. Yeah, you do.
I have to roll that,
Yep,
yeah.
we do.
Yeah, so click a
Yep.
character, roll sequence. Oh, you gotta like click your character when you roll it. Yeah.
Dang it.
Think
I forget about that.
Yeah, you go.
Whoa.
Wait. Oh, there it is.
I love how.
I think you should keep a 21, though, because that was.
Yeah.
Oh,
that
right, I
was-
rolled a +3. Yeah, I'll let you keep the 21. Don't plus. Okay, there you go. I'll let you have that be a 21. And then his thing was a. Was it 13? Forgot I don't have to roll. I don't have to click plus. I'm so used to clicking plus. I'll do Duke, and then we'll do. Ooh, that's a nice roll. And we'll do Duke. That. Oh, there we are. Oof, that was not a good roll. Okay. So Rogue, you go first. Then the cat girl, then Roasted, then Bone Boy, and then Monk.
We're gonna need Zero's help here.
He is so far from you.
But
Yeah.
I guess Zero. But I guess Roasted has all. But Persona has also been using his own phone to message.
Mhm.
So he's messaging.
You expect Mr. Torque to carry a phone?
That's
He
fair.
probably blew it up.
Yeah, you guys do have a lot of stuff on you though, so there should
You
be
know
quite
what?
interesting. to
If he hears the chaos, he'll be running that way.
Yeah.
Pretty sure every pro hero on the planet will be running this way. There's chaos at UA. So,
Shooting every fucking bat he sees.
God, the bats. Okay, anyways, Rogue, what would you like to do?
Oh, well. Oh, this is gonna be crazy, but I might start with Chaotic Lightning.
Ooh, boy.
But talking first. So,
Let me look.
since you guys have
did.
insisted that you take us here to fight, I'll give this one chance.
The cat girl starts
I'll
bouncing in
give-
place.
I'll give you the opportunity to walk away, and you might be able to. So you will be able to not be shocked, per se.
Cat girl's like, I like to get shocked every day. You see, one of my powers is lightning. It's so much fun. I'm fairly certain she takes a double dose of that lightning every day from the sounds of it, but...
So you know that my pain then.
Probably.
Okay, so I'm gonna make you my target for my Crimson Lightning.
She raises her eyebrow. Lightning fun times!
Yes. Fun time. So let's see. So
You should have a
my-
chaotic lightning ability on your character sheet.
let me. Oh, sorry.
Attributes and abilities.
Oh yes, I do. Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, there we
Before
go.
I just roll that. There we go. Ooh, 2. Hey, you didn't hit yourself this time.
Yes.
Alright, you hit her straight in the gut. It does 2 damage to her, and she's like, whoa. She just starts to giggle. She's like, hey, you wanna know something fun?
Yeah. Humor me. What do
I
I
had
need to
the
know?
exact same move. And
Wait.
both of her teammates are just like, oh no.
You have Crimson. Wow, I thought that was
Mhm.
wow.
She starts to
Okay.
channel her stick. It looks like a wizard stick. She starts spinning it, and both of her teammates immediately sidestep, like without hesitation, as she starts walking forwards. I like to light things on fire, but also to use lightning.
Yo, this girl is a Syndicate soulmate. Fucking hell.
Lightning kind of like
So,
sparks out slightly. It hits the ground and starts bouncing along the ground and starts like moving around the ground. It's not like yours at all, it seems. But it does start to just trail across the ground almost faster than you can see before it leaps onto your leg, slams into it, sends an entire shock up your spine, leaps over to Roasted, shocks up his spine, and then dissipates in the air with a fireworks special.
Okay.
I think that just caused a little bit of chaos.
Yeah.
Uh,
She smiles at you, and it kind of hurts you. It doesn't do much. It kind of hurts, but it doesn't do a whole lot. It feels tingly, and you're now more afraid of this girl.
oh.
And I can't use my ability because there's no negative emotions I can pull from any of them.
At the moment, there is not. From what you're gathering from the three of them, the monk has been trained to pretty much not give off emotions. The bone guy is really good at keeping his pain at bay, and the cat girl doesn't seem to register sadness currently, although she just seems kind of happy all the time. It's really uncomfortable for you personally. You can, however, take it from your teammates too, but I don't think Rogue is showing off any either.
No, unfortunately.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, I mean a little bit of a difficult time. You do have fisticuffs though. It's
I also have my ranged weapons.
Mm-hmm. You do have your God, I forgot what your weapon was in this game.
I don't remember.
Yeah.
I think it was the weapons I pulled from
Ruby.
I don't remember.
Yeah, you had something on you.
I know mine was the crossbow. So
Mm-hmm.
From Ruby, I had
Ruby.
my shotgun swords.
Yeah. So you probably have something similar. You probably have some swords on you at the moment.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
But I can also use my Grim Parasite.
Yeah, boy. Oh, you also have a whip on you. I forgot about that too.
Yeah. You know, I'll use my whip. I'm gonna use it.
Oh, okay.
Slap her. Actually, no. I'm gonna slap him.
Oh, Jesus. Okay, let's see. You have electricity. Oh, right, I think that's one of your minions' attacks. Yeah, feel free to do a ranged attack on... Well, actually, would you like to do ranged? Yeah, it's Dex. Yeah, feel free to do a ranged attack on the bone guy.
And do Dexter.
If you go into your character, there's a ranged attack. Yeah, there you go. Ooh, that's gonna hurt. That's gonna hurt a lot. You whip out your whip and you slam it into this dude's side. It lacerates essentially a portion of his side and a little bit of his abs, as he very clearly is in dramatic amounts of pain, but again, his face shows very little. You're very confused as to how he isn't showing any pain.
But before I say
bleeding.
that,
Mhm.
before I do that, I do that. This is what you get for trying to play hero. You're no heroes at all. There was no heroes when I needed it.
He growls slightly, but he stands up again, blood now like dripping from his side, covering his shirt, as bones start jutting out from his forearms. Like they start the best way I can describe it is, imagine if the bone that is connected to the heel of your palm started jutting out of your palm and then started growing a good 2 or 3 feet in front of it. And he just kind of grabs it, snaps it, and goes into a position before he starts running towards you. He's like, a hero's... hold on, let me figure out what he would say. Heroes cannot be there for every person, but it matters why they fight more than what they fight for. As he starts running forwards, he attempts to swing at you with his melee. Bada bang, bada boom. Oh God, he stabs you in the chest frame. Like he just slams his bone into your, well, not your chest frame, probably a little bit down to your gut, more or less. He slams his bone all the way through it before grabbing it with a reverse grip and yanking it out, essentially, which hurts a hell of a lot. I mean, ow.
Good thing I have my semblance still.
Yeah. By the way, you can technically take your own negative emotions. It's just a little bit more difficult. The monk looks at this exchange and shakes his head slightly before looking at Rogue. Ones who cannot control their own emotions, ones who cannot control their own states of mind, are not those who are capable of fighting properly. Scream. He smiles at you for just a second before he takes a stance, breathes in deeply, and misses you entirely as a large bout of wind slams and slices into the you assume this is a entrance of sorts behind
How
you.
much chaos is being caused now?
At the moment, not a whole lot of chaos is being caused. It seems to be a generally normal fight, but for the most part, it's a very quiet fight too. The actually, let me see how much damage that wind attack did. Oof. The wind attack cleaves into the entrance behind Rogue and like slices into a very large portion of it, literally like less than a foot away from Rogue, as the monk stands back up to his natural position. Ah, I missed. Practice needs to be refined.
Yeah, I can say the same. I can say that. I mean, I wasn't sure if you're aiming
Oh,
for the
actually,
wall
I
or
forgot
me.
to account for your thing. Okay, so yeah, the attack isn't actually a 1d4. Rogue, roll me a ranged attack. Yes, because I forgot that
Range
your
attack.
chaotic lightning doesn't actually have a damage number in there. So roll me ranged attack.
Yeah, I was wondering about that.
Oof. All right. Yeah. So you did 4 damage to her, not 1. Oh, sorry, not 2.
Okay.
Minus 2 more.
Nice, nice,
Ah,
nice.
okay.
And
That's
then
good.
she does the exact same thing to you, except she doesn't actually have one of those. So she's just going to use this damage to both of you. All right. That did not organize itself, but whatever. She does 2 damage to both of you, so it's actually minus 1 to both of you a little bit more. There we go. I don't know why that didn't format correctly, and that is starting to bug me. Oh well. So, yeah. So it's your turn now, Rogue.
Okay.
It's a lot of damage, by the way. She is in a lot of pain. Although she looks like she's having the time of her freaking life.
Oh, I'm glad that actually hit. You see, my lightning is more of a gamble. When I might hit you and your friends. I might hit my friends, myself. It's just a big gamble. Which
My friends love my
thankfully-
electricity. She looks over at the monk, who just, again, leans away from her.
I can imagine they do. Because electricity is awesome. I have to say that.
Mhm.
But thankfully, I'm a gambling man, and I really don't trust
Oh,
myself
no.
next to you. So, yeah, I'm gonna have to do this again.
Oh no.
This time I'm aiming for you your
Buddy
monk
boo.
friend over here who tried
God,
to
you shocked
hit me.
yourself. Gambit's not gonna pay off.
This is going to be amazing.
Stop playing gambles all the time.
Your gamble must continue. You have an addiction, man.
So which
No,
one
don't
do you use?
What?
Oh, don't worry. If this goes bad, I'm not gonna use it again, but if it keeps going,
This is gonna be
I like it.
amazing if you manage to hit both them at max damage.
So which one do you want me to roll? Range or chaotic?
Do chaotic, and then we will range after that.
I'm
Okay.
scared.
Oh my god!
Oh my god!
You hit both. All right, roll me your range. Let's see how much damage it does. Oh, so little. Oh, it's a critical. It's 2 damage
Oh
for
god.
both. Oh my god. So you do 2 more damage for her. She is smoking at the moment, quite literally. Her entire outfit is just literally she just starts passing out fire. She's like, okay, we got this. She looks at the monk. We got this. Yes. Oh, this is so much fun.
Oh yes, you have this. You're on fire, literally.
Yeah, I'm smoking tonight. Let's go, lightning. Hey, she hits you.
Thank God it's not me.
This is a back and forth game of woo, woo, woo.
Who has the worst lightning or worst
Pretty
luck?
much, yeah. And you're doing quite a bit to her. So we're just gonna roll this again. Ignore the last bit of that. Oh, 3 damage to you. Dude, she is
Well, at least
hurting you quite a bit here. You are hurting her more, but it's literally a game of patty cake. -1. And
Pretty much.
your red bar is how many times you can use Chaos Lightning, by the way. It's matching, I believe, your
okay.
endurance. Yeah.
Okay.
So, Brad, is now your move. You are now bleeding heavily from a side wound as blood is dripping off of his bone stick. You're still not quite sure how that bone stick works, but it looks like it's very painful.
If I use my semblance, I can still attack, right?
Yep.
Right now, I probably need to use it just in case.
Yep. Gives you, I believe, I don't remember if it was a fourth or a half, so I'm gonna go with a half of your health right now. Might change
Okay.
that in the future, but we'll see. We'll see how that works. Hot pocket. How you doing, little lady? All right. So you wanna refill half your health?
Yeah.
Okay. So you go back up to 12 as your wound seals itself back up, essentially. As the man kind of, let me put him right here so we can see his health too. Okay. Yep, that's his health and his AC. So, would you like to do a melee or another ranged? So you two are practically fisticuffing each other now. I think you're better with range than you are melee.
I'm gonna probably use range, but I'm about to use my. Yeah, I can't. I don't want to use my Grim Parasite because that's a trump card, just in case.
Mm-hmm.
So, I'm going to do another range attack.
Okay. Roll me a ranged. Oof. God damn.
Critical.
Jesus
wow.
Christ. Do you guys know the chances of getting 2 back-to-back criticals?
Almost hard, but like 1 to 100.
It's like a 1 in 40 chance or something like that. It's a ridiculously small chance. It's like getting 2 nat 1s back to back. As you do your long range whip thingy, you basically manage to knock him out cold in 1 shot. You manage to injure him so badly that he literally gets flown backwards and slammed into a wall back here. Whoops, too far.
And this is exactly what I meant. Idiots trying to play hero. And this is what you get. Idiots.
The cat girl looks at her teammate, looks back at you, and is like, "You hurt him."
He tried to hurt me.
She looks at Oonpa. What was his name again? Hone. You hurt Hone! Of course we tried to hurt you. You tried stealing our information. Duh.
You could have just walked away and you couldn't have to deal with this, but unfortunately you left us no choice.
We're heroes. It's what we do.
Heroes are nothing. There is no such thing. People are trying to say glory. That's all it is.
She puts her stick right in front of her, and you see her actually get serious for the first time now. Not angry, just very serious as she looks at you, and her eyebrows kind of go down, and she like stomps her stick in front of her. A hero is not one who takes pride in the glory that they achieve. They take pride in the smiles that they manage to get. They take pride in who they help, why they help, and how they help. If you think that a hero simply relishes in the glory and the money they receive, then you have not met a true hero.
Say that to half the damn population who thinks they're heroes. How many times have I seen it? Too many heroes who want fame and glory just because they have a simple power. How many times do you think you've seen? You've probably only seen the good side of it. For me, I've seen it many times.
She bows her head slightly. I was raised in a poor district, down south. I was abused for half of my life. Every single person I met pointed a gun at me, or they stabbed me. I do not care whether or not a hero goes for fame or fortune. Those aren't heroes to me. She like moves her stick sideways as she looks at you. All Might is a hero. Those who follow All Might and follow his teachings are heroes. Those who wish to gain power, to gain respect, to gain privilege, they are simply ones who do good, but they are not heroes. Money is money. Fame is fame. They all die out one day. However, her weird, cheery, bubbly disposition pops up as she starts bouncing again. If you wanna get paid, do some good. But if you wanna see somebody smile, be you.
He looks down and he just thinks, wish I could have met you years ago, but it's too late now. I have my own justice that I want to achieve. And none of you are going to stand in my way for that.
The monk bows his head. We all walk different paths, and we all say different ideals. But one thing will always be certain. Pain shall be delivered to those who deserve it. He immediately launches yet another attack, which, again, pierces both your guys' defenses and barely hurts either. Well, for Rogue, it hurts a little bit more because he's already injured, but for you, it barely like cuts through your clothes. As wind whistles past you. You're fairly certain that your time here is coming to an end. Mostly because, yeah.
I suggest you use your range attack. Don't use chaotic lightning. It's already well spent already.
Well, if you really want... Oh, true.
You only got one
It'd be good
more, but you only
Exactly. How
got
much-
one more.
I want to leave that as my
You got 4 health
finishing
left.
thing. But
Okay.
anyways, yes, I will. I'm sorry. Mine's kind of freezing. I think the lightning has kind of gained my mind. Oh yes, range attack.
Yeah. Your body
So-
has taken a toll because lightning is just kind of bounced out of you. Hasn't hurt you yet, which is very shocking to you. But
Yes, I'm feeling it like I'm very lucky right now. So
yeah. I mean, you only
Let's
got one
see,
more if you want to use it. Could hurt. Could do some good.
it could hurt, but I'd rather hurt these two a little bit more before I use that.
That's fair.
So
Which one you want
let's see. Who
stab?
am I gonna hurt to stab?
Mhm.
Let's see. As he starts pointing at the cat girl and the monk.
Mhm.
Eeny,
Oh,
meeny,
God.
miny, mo. Looks like it's your turn, monk.
The monk raises his eyebrow as he steadies himself again.
Let's see how well you fare. Let's see if your defense is better than your attacks.
Okay, good thing.
You shunk out your electricity lightning as it goes right past him. He manages to spin and snap at it with his stick, which causes it to actually waver in midair and causes it to basically dissipate as he moves his stick back again.
Ugh, my.
A
You're
well
good.
played
Defend-
strike.
Thank you.
Catgirl's like, I could do it too, guys. I could do it too. Hold on. Find her ability real quick. This time she's like, but I'm not gonna go with lightning, because you suck. Instead, heal me.
Ouch.
Oh.
You see a little droplet of water like splash onto one of her leg wounds and just kind of seal it up as she's like, she starts flicking her stick a little bit more.
You really need to practice with that.
I don't use healing very often, so yeah. I mean,
You don't train yourself yet.
I am actually shocked you don't use that healing spell enough. Since
we don't typically get beaten. They go forwards, they smack, and then I do that. Unfortunately, I have
don't?
nothing to get him back up. She looks over at his unconscious body.
quick question.
Yes.
How do you manage to wield your lightning powers without getting hurt? Without having
She
to
starts to
yourself?
spin her stick. See, my semblance is the ability to control different variations of elements, including lightning, and fire, and water, and other ones I can't think of at the moment. But mostly lightning! It's very fun, it gives me a jolt. But my stick here protects me, for the most part.
Okay, quick question.
Yeah.
I'm not able to use my firepower from the last jump, am I?
Depends on what your perks are. Hold on a moment.
I'm trying to refresh my mind as well, so...
I don't believe you have that on you at the moment. You are able to project yourself, and you are able to punch people in the places they should not be punched.
Oh yeah, that's right. I actually have that, yes. Okay, well...
You're very mean
We'll
when
think
it
about that
comes to
later.
punching people.
Yes, I am. I tend to be. And if I'm really good, manage to get a little bit of lightning in there as well.
Oh God. Poor Ron. My favorite thing. Okay, so she attempts to heal herself, doesn't do much. So, Brad.
You know, this is really starting to get on my nerves. How pissed is she? How frustrated now?
She's having the time of her life, my friend. From what you've gathered from her so far, from your perk of being able to understand how people are psychologically, she seems to relish in having fun with everything she does. There are only very few things that seem to be able to make her angry, and that seems to mostly be talk of her past. But from your interaction with her so far, she doesn't seem to get angry at that, just more serious. And you're not entirely sure if you want her to be serious around you, if this is what she's like while not serious.
You know, I could have always have killed your friend over there if I wanted to, but I'm not going to. The problem is, you're in my way right now, so I'm sorry about this.
Oh, that's gonna hurt. You slam your whip into her side, which actually makes her stumble slightly, which causes him to catch her. And she's now, again, bleeding profusely. That whip is a danger, man. As she's now bleeding, profusely for the most part. She's like, ow, 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 that hurt, ow, wow, that's a lot of blood. Magic stick, magic stick! And she just starts to pat her stick.
This is exactly what I meant.
The Umpa pats on the shoulder gently before standing pretty much in front of her, brandishing his stick again. Let's see, what do you do, my good sir? What is your best thingamabob here? Oh, it really is to punch them. Alright, he brandishes his stick before running forwards and attempts to slap you with his thick stick. Don't mind the phrasing there.
That's terrible. It reminds me too much of Fallen Equestria right now.
Oh,
And that does
13 versus a 14. He misses you as his stick slides like right in front of you as you lean backwards. He seems to be very, very adept with this stick, but you are just slightly faster than him.
Can I actually say I grab the stick and I look him in the eyes?
You can grab the stick, yeah. Are you trying to grab the stick to like move it, or are you just holding the stick?
Just to have like an epic standoff.
You grab the stick and look him in the eyes. You can't tell if he's blind or if his eyes are just kind of weird as he stares back at you, completely emotionless.
But does he see anything in my eyes, or if he can't?
He pretty much just, he sees your eyes as they are. He sees, hatred in them for the most part. The look you see from him is almost one of pity, honestly. It's kind of frustrating for you. Rogue, my friend, you have a straight shot to her, and she looks not focused on you whatsoever.
I am going to use this to my advantage and gonna fight dirty. So
Oh no, fighting dirty against a poor cat girl witch.
I'd rather not do this, but they pushed my hand. They pushed our hand. We gave the people plenty of chances, but
This poor
You know.
cat girl. Alright, feel free.
okay. So where my melee attack?
It's in the same spot. Should be.
Okay,
Yep.
it is.
Ooh boy, 13 versus her
Oh.
12. Oh god, are you gonna rush her down and just punch her in the face?
I will. Yes.
Oh no.
And as I'm doing that, I'm saying I'll talk to her.
Mhm.
Let this be a lesson to you, please. When someone gives you the opportunity to run and not fight, think twice before jumping in.
A true hero
maybe-
stands there. She looks up and your fist connects with her face. Oh god.
As I said, you need to focus on
Dun, 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 dun.
who you're coming up against and actually gauging their power.
Oof. As your fist connects completely with her face, she gets knocked completely out cold. Like she slams against that wall, and her nose is broken at least, and you're fairly certain your blood is gushing.
Are people commenting?
At the moment, no. Only Pocket has a Pocket.
Uh,
Okay. Jesus Christ. You see Onpa turn very slightly towards her as she get knocked in the face as her voice dies out more or less as he turns to her, his staff still very tightly in his grip before he looks back at you.
At Rogue or me?
You.
Now, see, this is exactly what I meant. People trying to play hero, and this is the result.
Those who
And I've
try are
already-
better than those who don't.
And I've already had enough for one day.
Okay.
So, I'm going to range attack Tom again.
Oh god, you spin around as you jump backwards and attempt to whip him. Unfortunately,
doesn't
he's a little bit quicker than you and actually catches your whip in his with his staff and pulls you closer to him before he slams into you with his thick stick.
He throws the whip away.
Yeah. Oh god, that's gonna hurt you. He whips around him, tosses it, and slaps you in the face with it, with his bat. As that's a lot of damage.
I think I did heal earlier then.
It hurts a lot. You feel your jaw like crack to the side as he slams into it with his stick. Rogue, you can very easily see this trained monk essentially proceeding to kick the crap out of your friend, and the whip scares to the side over next to the unconscious body of Hone.
Are you having trouble, my friend?
I'm going to really going to do something I really don't want to do soon.
Okay. Well, let me help out here. I think it might be time to use my final attack.
It's gonna be amazing if you manage to get a critical. How much health does this boy have? He has 9 health. I don't think you can with that, but I want to see.
Move my character right here, just in
It
case.
could definitely help.
This is gonna be
Okay.
beautiful.
Let's see how good Lady Luck is for me.
3. Oh, you hit
Damn.
yourself.
Okay. Well,
Yeah.
I guess I was asking too much of Lady Luck.
Range or you range attack on yourself. It's gonna be funny if you
Range-
KO yourself. Oh, you almost KO'd yourself.
It tingles a little bit. It's borderline of hurting, but
You can feel yourself wobbling. Your body is on the verge of collapsing.
Okay. Time for me.
Jesus. Mhm.
Time for me to use my secret weapon right now, because he just threw away my whip.
Yep. He looks at you as he moves his staff back to ready position.
But he's moving his hand. He puts his kind of like he straightens his hand and everything, kind of like gets into something like Goku Black does.
Yeah.
And he's going to swipe at him with the blade.
Oof, that's gonna hurt. Yeah, roll your ranged as the blade shoots out from you and dives towards him. Oh, that hits. Oh, that hits hard. The blade pretty much shoves into his shoulder as he grimaces for just a second before returning to his calm, look again as he looks at the black blade jutting into his shoulder.
If you have something to say, say it.
Well, it would appear that 1 against 2 is outmatched, even if your friend did just have a shocking experience to extreme.
So make your choice.
A good hero knows when to attack and when to fold. He jumps backwards, unsheathing the blade from, his shoulder as he looks at the two of you and starts to move around and collect his teammate, more or less. He's very quick about it, but he does move around. You two will be seen, and one day you will be caught. But I have to take care of my companions.
Make sure you do. That's better for anybody that I've known.
true.
He still has his stick in right position, but yeah.
That day may come where we're caught. But let's hope that. But let's see if someone actually accomplish that. Because so far, luck has been on our side.
One day. He nods to you before he collects his companions and then jumps over the massive gap, probably using his wind abilities as he hops over the entire area.
I think we've overstayed our welcome.
Most likely. Oh, probably. I mean,
both of
but
you are
he
now
was more-
wavering, like your bodies are having a very hard time standing upright.
let's get back to the car, shall we?
We've already.
I believe.
I've already got the files from the students anyway.
And I think my computer's got enough information, despite me not being able to get into All Might's computer, which I swear I will destroy if I can't hack that thing.
But anyway,
Just to spite the man. Anyways.
Yeah. So you guys get back into your stuff and go back home?
Yes, at this point, that might be the best for now.
Before he leaves, he Grim parasites his whip back to him.
Grimsaurus says what?
No, he uses his Grim parasite to grab his whip because he's lazy.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, you still. I keep forgetting you still have that.
It's very sharp
Very
whip.
I only use it when I need to. It's free form transformation, and I was pretty much giving him a surprise.
Uh,
He doesn't. Nobody knows about that capability of this thing anyway.
Mhm.
It's better than
it's probably for the best. I mean,
Mhm.
I'm all for chaos for being chaotic
they'll
by all
probably
means. But
they'll probably think that that's my semblance, but that's not my. They'll probably think that's my quirk, but it's not, and it's better that way.
yeah,
Mhm.
yeah. I don't think I'll be calling it a semblance here, but yeah, they it's a new world and they have what they do here,
Mhm.
which
Alright.
some ways I find odd how they do things here, but eh, with the world of superheroes, what do you expect?
Oh yeah, let me remove Jones real quick. Alright. So you guys managed to get all the way back out to the city. And, oh yeah, Mal's with Vixen's character. I don't remember what they were doing. Oh, they were going back to the hospital. Why were they going back to the hospital? Who was at the hospital? Why was Mal going to the hospital? I don't
Good
know. I
question.
don't remember, and I'll look at that later. Um, but yeah, we'll move Vixie for now. And Zero's all the way over here, so let's go and find Zero. While you guys have been doing all this fun extra trek and whatnot at the middle of night, day comes by, all that fun stuff. Zero, you had a very good night. You showed some bombs to your newfound companion. You you talked to his sister about murder. Hey, yo,
Every
you had a
kid
good
should know about
sleepover,
murder.
man.
Yeah,
Yeah. So you
I'm a
wake up.
great teacher.
You wake up. You see Porcupine Boy kind of like sitting down on like a chair or something, kind of like napping slightly, and his sister playing with crayons next to you, just kind of tapping out some crayons. She looks up at you. Hi.
Hi. You have a
She looks back at her
sleepover?
crayons. What?
Did we have a sleepover?
Yeah. I wasn't my choice, but we did.
Oh, good. Wonderful, wonderful. What's that you're working on?
That's just a drawing. You look over her shoulder and you see a relatively detailed drawing using crayons of murder. Also, cupcakes and teacups.
I can sort of.
My God, that is amazing. You know what could be really good?
Hmm.
Explosions.
Well, yeah, I don't want to ruin my teacup.
I could put a Pinkamena joke here, but I choose not to.
Well, you don't need to blow up the cup, but then again, it would be good. But an explosion behind you as a building is being blown to pieces would be great.
Ah, but you know something else that could be cool? She moves her little crayons over and draws a very small bomb on the guy's neck. Head bombs.
Ah, child at my own heart. You're gonna be a great murderer.
God, that was horrifying to hear.
I don't know what to say to that.
As you guys are
But
talking,
now I must go back to my own job to murder.
as you guys are talking, Porcupine Boy like wakes up and he looks at you. He's like, whew, good sleep, good times, yeah. Sorry, wait, no, he's extremely effeminate. Hold on, let me get into my feminine side. Whew, boy, that was so much fun.
Yeah. I don't even remember what we did.
Nor do I. He looks
Well,
at the
I
tiny
better
child.
get back.
You guys started pulling out bombs, and then you guys fell asleep on the bed, and then I grabbed you and I put you on the chair. Oh. Good times.
Sounds like fun.
Yeah.
Why can't we remember anything?
Well, you took a knockout gas bomb, apparently. She gestures to the empty canister on the bed.
A new child? Ah, Mr. Gassy, I shall call you.
Oh, God.
Art joke here.
Oh, Mr. Smelly. There we go.
Mr. Smelly, you stink so bad I want to pass out.
That was horrifying. She
You
looks
smell
at
like
you
pasta.
with like almost a sigh. She looks up at you and she's just like, "Don't you have stuff to
Anyway.
do today?"
Oh yes, people to kill, buildings to blow. I gotta get back to work. Thanks
Buildings to
for
blow,
letting me
beat to blow.
sleep. Oh yeah, people to kill, buildings to blow. General murder.
Yeah,
heroic stuff.
porcupine
Anyway.
guy's like, "No problem, come by any time, but preferably with money. We're kind of poor."
Haha! What the hell is money? Do I look like a man who has money on him?
Yes.
He looks at himself. People have been saying that. I never understood why. I'm starting to get it. Maybe.
God.
If I happen to get money, I'll throw it your way. But till then, goodbye.
As you step out of the building, you do see what looks to be almost a crow standing at the door, staring up at you with intense,
Bat!
beady eyes.
Pulls out shotgun.
It starts to shift slightly and shapeshift as its body starts to contort and expand until eventually grows into what looks like a silhouette of a person staring at you.
Batman! Pulls out gun.
It looks like it's like, "No, I'm your boss."
Oh! He puts the shotgun back. Well, I won't kill you then.
You couldn't if you tried.
So, what's up, boss? What do I need?
I have a contract for you, boy.
Ooh, contract. Gimme.
He reaches into what looks to be darkness and pulls out a letter of sorts, almost sealed, before handing it to you. "Get it done and report to the nearest station when you are capable." And then it disappears. Well, it kind of folds into itself and just kind of crunches down until it goes into the floor and then it disappears.
I look at it.
Can you read?
I would assume so, yeah. It's the fact that he remembers.
Yeah, you remember quite a bit. Okay, so you start looking through the letter, and it's basically saying, we need you to commit a small heist of a small bank for money purposes. You can't really do much without, money. But also it's for other purposes as well. I assume you don't really think about what the other purposes are?
I just skimmy through it.
Basically, it's saying, go blow up this bank and steal all the money inside. Emphasis on
Sold.
stealing the money.
Sold. I gotta blow something up. I'm sold with that.
Got it. Okay. Do you invite your two
Aha!
companions, or do you go on your own?
Does it say to invite companions?
No.
Hold up. Well then, if I bump into them along the way, they'll be lucky to come with me.
I meant the two inside the house, but the other two companions also work.
Oh, those two. Pretty tired. Actually, no, I can take the girl. I'll teach her how to blow things up.
Oh my god.
Yeah, you know what? I'm going back in to take the girl.
Child, come with me. I will be your
Child?
father.
Child, come with me. It's time for your first lesson in murder.
This concerns me so deeply, but okay. Like, you walk back here, you're like, child, it's murder time.
Child, it is time to murder. Come with me.
God, the porcupine boy looks at you and is like, do I get a say in this?
No.
I'll come with you, make sure
Unless you
you
wanna
two
come.
don't die.
Unless you want to come.
I mean, I'm fairly certain you'll steal away in the point of night if I don't let you. So I'm just gonna walk with you guys. And the child's like, you never let me go anywhere alone. He's like, I leave you alone on a daily basis. I just don't let you go anywhere dangerous alone.
Do I look like the man who walks into danger?
He points at the bomb in your hand.
Hey, Mr. Shy is very sensitive. He
I
doesn't
hate
like being
everything that's
pointed at.
happening here.
Drawing the shady figure.
Good. Okay, so he looks at the note and he's like, "Did you even read the address?"
He just looks through it. Yes, it's in this castle in a bank called something.
Follow me.
Good idea. Let's follow you.
He starts walking through, and the little girl's like, "Yay! I get to assassinate people." Although I don't like most of you, but I'll tag along with you anyways. Your bombs seem fairly interesting. You notice her hair starts to like waver around her a little bit. You also notice that there is a particular sheen on her hair. Would you like to touch said hair?
Yes.
Roll me endurance check.
Endurance. Let's see where it is.
Endurance.
There you go.
There it is.
Nice.
Your shady.
Wow, alright. You put your hand on her head and you immediately feel spikes jutting through your hand.
Oh. What was that?
As you start to pull your hand backwards, you notice their hair is covered in blood as her hair starts to pull itself out from your hand. She looks at you, she's like, "Oh, I forgot to tell you. My hair is extremely sharp." She gestures to her bandaged hands.
Oh,
It's my
you know
fault.
what? I should have known. Like brother, like sister.
Yeah. Except my ones are more on my back. Every particle of her hair is sharp. I can turn into wire. Her hair like goes in front of her, and you see the smallest strand of hair you've ever seen. That's about 3 feet long. And would you like to test how sharp it is?
You know what? He's stupid. Let's do it.
Roll me endurance again. Good God. Okay, you put your hand against it, and it starts to saw into your hand, basically, from your slight shivers. Uh, just like digging into your finger. Just like, you aren't supposed to put your hand on it, idiot.
But it looks so majestic. Who wouldn't want to put their hand on it?
Any person with brains in their skull?
What's a brain? I never had one. Oh, wait.
That's obvious. You guys
Anyway,
start
we're going
walking as you're talking, and you eventually do, in fact, get to the streets. It's daytime. Probably not the best time to blow up a bank, but yeah, you walk into the thing. I don't know where you guys would be in this. I'm just gonna put you like right there. There you go.
They come to see me.
Yeah.
Having my bloody hand touch the fucking hair.
Yeah, your hand's just dripping down blood, and everyone's like, But you do see the bank eventually. You walk up to it, and the porcupine boy is like, "Here's the bank that we were talking about earlier. It's currently open. There's a lot of people inside. You know how it is. We should probably take a look inside, make sure nothing is too weird with it. Scope out, see what security systems they are, and come back tonight.
Yes. Let's do whatever you just said.
You walk in, and the first thing you notice is, wow, it's boring. It's a bank. There's a lot of people in lines. There's some guards standing by, leaning against a wall more or less. There's cameras up top, and it's really boring. It is quite possibly the most boring place you've ever stepped foot in your entire time jumping.
No. He's just dying on the ground. It's so boring. There's nothing happening. There's nothing.
It's a bank.
Who would prevent this thing? Bloodthirsty. Boredom.
God, roll me a endurance real quick. I want to see how well you're able to control your bloodthirst. High is good, low is bad. Wow. All right. You somehow manage to contain yourself so you don't start throwing bombs everywhere to lighten the mood. Mostly because I don't know why you wouldn't, but
He's just jittering his fingers. He's
Mhm.
like, "Oh, must blow something up. Blow
Wait,
something up.
you
Get all
don't.
these people out of this fucking room."
That would be an amazingly bad idea because we haven't even grabbed any money yet. Remember,
I thought we were here to blow things up.
well, yes, but they specifically stated that we would emphasis on the money. We would be robbing this bank, not destroying the money.
Oh, yeah. Right. I don't think I read that part.
How did you survive at this job?
So, wait, what are we doing here again?
Jesus Christ. He just kind of sighs. And the girl's like, well, I think we've seen everything we need to see. We're either going to come back here tonight, or you're going to go insane.
Excuse me, sir. Do you mind telling me where the money is?
Saying this to a banker, or are you saying this to a random passerby?
To anyone that looks like they work here.
God, you like walk up and Porcupine Boy is like, that would be a really bad. You're doing it anyways. As you walk up to one of the bankers, you say that, and the banker looks at you and he's like, it's in the vault.
And where is the
keep them-
vault?
Have you never seen how a bank works before? We keep it in there. Would you like to open a withdrawal? Would you like to open an account, sir?
Oh. Oh, yes. Please, let's open an account.
Alright, well, first we'll need your name.
Mr. Talk.
Okay, what's your first name?
Mr.
No, what name were you given at birth?
Tark.
Torque.
Do you have any ID on you?
He looks around.
Do you have a form of identification? Are you a student at one of the at Mugen, sir?
Oh, yes, I'm a student. Yes, I am
Oh.
perfectly a student.
Oh, where's your student ID?
I lost it.
He looks at you with just a look of pure dumbfounded confusion. He's like, okay, do you have an email?
But I do have something else that can identify me. I do have something else that identifies me.
What would that be, sir?
Pulls out
Paycheck?
grenade. This.
Yeah. At this point, Porcupine Boy just kind of sighs, and he pulls out, like, a pistol, and he's like, alright, no one move, we're robbing this bank, give us all your money, or my friend here is don't go crazy and start killing everyone.
Oh, wait, that's me.
The man starts to put his hand under the desk. Do you notice anything?
Sorry?
The man starts to put his hand under the desk, which for normal cases would be to press the silent alarm. You have fairly good speed and dexterity, and sense. Do you notice this by any chance? And do you understand what this means?
Well, let me try.
Roll me a sense. Wow. Jesus Christ, these are some ridiculously high rolls, I'll be honest. So, you do notice him moving his hand under, the desk and whatnot. I don't know if you would know what that means, honestly.
Tranquilizer gun.
It's what you assume he's doing, so what would you like to... Alright, do you have a tranquilizer gun?
Yeah, I do.
You do. You just still immediately pulled out and shoot him in, like, the arm? Fucking
Yep.
cowboy style?
Yep.
Oh my god. You immediately shoot like quick as a freaking bullet. It shoves into his arm. His arm jerks back slightly. He's like, ooh. Ooh.
Look at that.
No.
There's some identification right here. Mr. Floppy Hand.
You realize that you have not changed out your tranquilizer darts since you were in Ruby, and you used to hunt things that were like 4 times as big as this guy was. He goes down
Yeah.
like a light. I assume you do that for the other cashiers as well, about the exact same speed.
Yep, because you know what? He's let loose. He gets to put people to sleep.
All of the patrons immediately hit the ground, more or less. God damn.
Ooh, that was impressive. Now, what are we doing here again? Oh, right, explosions.
So this is actually where I'm going to stop this, because it actually has something to do with another character that I may be including, depending on a few factors. So we're going to stop this about here. You start pulling out your bombs and shit, as the other two are like, how is this working? And you start pulling out like money and shit. Well, the little girl does, but yeah.
Now, you see, little one, this is how you rob a bank and make it explode.
Shockingly, that was actually a really efficient way of robbing the bank. Of course, it only works if you have superhuman speeds, but, you know, a very effective way of robbing this bank. So,
Cool.
yeah. So, hopefully you guys all enjoyed this episode. We got some good view on UA and some of the other students there. We got Mr. Torque successfully robbing a bank. Shockingly. Well, it depends on what's going to happen
In
next
under
episode.
like 4 hours.
No, right? Like, I don't just... It's an active street outside. You know, like the probably Porcupine Boy then flipped it. But you basically walked into a bank in broad daylight during an active, day, started to rob the bank, haven't gotten caught yet.
What's wrong with you people?
You know what? This is working perfectly. I don't care.
It is. I
I'm-
mean,
I'm
that should say a lot about the street that you're on. I mean,
Mhm.
if that's happening, daylight.
And Robin could see him in broad daylight.
The word's gonna go back to Rogan Roasted. They're gonna be like, "How the fuck did this man rob a bank
Yeah, they just see the aftermath on on
in
TV.
under 5 minutes?"
So yeah, hopefully you guys all enjoyed this. If you guys did, please like, comment, subscribe, do all the fun stuff. Go check to our YouTubes and whatnot, to Purgatory Corner, Vods of Valhalla, and Tables of Taurus, of course. The links of which should be somewhere on our channel, but you guys can search them up on YouTube. And then, of course, feel free to leave us a follow. It helps a lot. And check out all of the other videos that we do. We stream 5 days a week, so feel free to check out any of those. Our schedule is inside of Twitch as it is. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this, and we'll see all of you fun boys next time. Bye.
Later, guys.
Bye.